Okay, so because I stream from my computer, guys, so I have, I do OBS for YouTube, and then I do TikTok Studio for TikTok, so it is different usually. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I think the issue is still there. I'll try a different mic. Okay, so Nash, will Kavi reach out to Nash? Nash, let's come to you quickly, lovely. Nash and Kavi. Spirit, please. Nash and Kavi. Nash, I am seeing them reaching out. I would say though, if you do want them to reach out, if you do want to speak to them sooner rather than later, I would reach out to them myself, okay? Because I do see them taking their time right now. I don't see it being a priority, so it is going to take a few days, okay? Thank you so much for your question, lovely. I think it is still echoing on TikTok. Okay, so maybe I fixed it now. Let me know, guys. Sorry, YouTube, not TikTok. Oh, I fixed it. Okay, it's better. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry, TikTok as well. It was really, really bad, the sound there, so I did have to fix it. Okay, so Thembani, let's come to you. Is there any future between me and Ernest? Okay, so think of Ernest as I draw your cards. And if I am mispronouncing anyone's name, guys, please do accept my apologies. It won't affect your reading, okay? So Thembani and Ernest, Spirit, please. Thembani and Ernest. I'm going to say, just by tapping into your energy already, it does feel very genuine, okay? And I do understand why you're drawn to this person. They are very, very charming, that's for sure. I feel you've been hurt in the past, my lovely, and there was even some betrayal, so I don't know if you want to dive into that or not, but I do feel like perhaps people have let you down, okay? I'll just leave it at that. And you do struggle to trust people and let your guard down. I do feel that with him, you can do that, because if you don't as well, you're not going to build a strong foundation with this person, okay? So the connection is always going to be shallow, and shallow connections don't really last. So if you do want to, have the long-lasting relationship that you deserve, you do need to let your guard down at times. They have their own struggles as well. There's a lot coming through here for the two of you. But what's coming through as well is that the connection is very strong, and it does have a lot of potential for sure. But both of you need to be, working on your past as well, on the residue. So look into energy healing if you can, my lovely, because I feel that both of you need it as well, okay? You can book it with myself, someone else. Love healing would be great for you. But yeah, regardless, the connection is there. Thank you so much for your question. And let's come to, let me see. Chris, will Zar unblock Chris? Chris, think of Zar as I draw your cards. Chris and Zar. Spirit, please. Chris and Zar. I don't see an unblocking right now. What I do see, Chris, is distance growing between the two of you, okay? So if you don't want to lose this person right now, you need to take action, okay? Especially with the Page of Cups here coming through and the Ace of Cups. I do feel that you're waiting for things to fall into place, to settle. And that's not the case, my lovely. I feel that Yeah, there's more distance growing between you both, unfortunately. But you can change that as well, okay? Thank you so much for your question. And okay, so YouTube, will Ange and Alan Krita have a reunion? Will Ange and Alan Krita have a reunion? Thank you. Will Ash and Alan Krita have a reunion? I am receiving a yes. There's definitely a reunion, but I feel the same issues are going to be there, okay? So even though there will be a reunion, it's not going to be like the end and all. I feel there is going to be um it's going to be temporary, okay? Unless both of you work on what is wrong, okay, and on your communication. There's definitely a different like language that both of you speak, okay, when it comes to connections. So you need to have a better understanding of each other's open communication always does help, okay? Thank you so much for your question. And living the grand the grandma life. Thank you so much for following. Thank you so much, lovely. And let's see. Lucy, is he coming back to me? Lucy, who is he? Guys, I am going to skip questions with no names, okay? Make sure that you reword your question, lovely, and give me names with your questions. He could be anyone. And Anna, Will, Jacob, and Anna reconcile. Will, Jacob, and Anna reconcile. Anna, I don't see a reconciliation. And honestly, I don't feel that this person is your person either, okay? There is going to be someone else coming through, and you're not open to receiving that, especially with the full here coming through in reverse. You know, your heart is closed off to anything new, so you do need to work on that, my lovely. Opportunities can come and go, okay? And I feel that there is someone else that's perhaps already in your circle. We can always dive deeper elsewhere privately, but there's someone else already, around you, and they can come and go, okay, if you're not open, because I feel that a lot of your energy is being drawn to someone who isn't available, who isn't going to become available anytime soon, and honestly, whose connection that you share with isn't strong enough to overcome these certain obstacles, okay? I feel that at times people are very quick to discard relationships nowadays. I don't believe in that. I feel that relationships are difficult. Relationships are hard. My relationship is living proof of that. But it doesn't mean they're not worth it. Okay. But in this case, I don't think that it is worth your effort and your energy. Okay. Because there's going to be someone else that's going to make you so much happier. Thank you so much for your question, lovely. And okay, and guys, for energy work as well, love healing, energy healing, cord cutting, you can contact me. You can send me a message. You can read about it on my website. It is linked in my bio. But for the love healing, make sure that you always contact me before booking, okay? Because it's for relationships, okay? So it's basically for strengthening a relationship, clearing the obstacles, especially nowadays. People are just so busy. Half of the time we don't know if we're coming or going. So relationships isn't a priority. We're always like in our mind or watching other people live their lives and forget to live our own, okay? So the love healing is great for realigning the energies and strengthening and removing, the distractions so people can realize what they have and the opportunities that right in front of them. Um, it's not going to be for everyone, because why do I say that? I say that because if there isn't an actual connection there, it's not going to do anything for you. So make sure that you do consult with me prior so I can A, make sure that there is a connection, and B, is going to benefit both of you as well. Okay. Thank you so much for that. I just have to say that sometimes, because some people go ahead and book without a consultation, and don't do that, lovelies. Make sure you message me first. And let's see who else. Honey, let me see who else. I'm gonna go soon, guys, but I will be available for private readings, okay? So you can message me privately and book it from my website as well. So Iomi, will Demetrius reach out to Iomi, Iomi and Demetrius? Spirit, please. Iomi and Demetrius. Thank you. They will reach out. It's not going to be soon, okay? So I'm not going to give you a timeline, my lovely, because I'm not receiving one right now. But they will reach out. It's going to take some time. I would say more than a month for sure. Could be months, okay? Thank you so much for your question, lovely. But I do see more contact for sure between the two of you. Okay, CJ is my ex Kia, and I reconcile after everything. CJ and Kia, spirit, please. CJ and Kia. CJ, there is such strong connection between you both, and she does think very, very highly of you. Kia does think very, very highly of you. Okay, even though if they don't say it anymore, if you don't feel it, it's there. Okay, but they're also very broken, very hurt. They do feel that at some level they were betrayed. Okay, perhaps emotionally, whatever, they were let down. So it's gonna be hard to reconstruct this, but the connection is so strong. I don't know. Do you know this person from a long time? If you don't know this person for a long, long time, years, I would say this is a connection. This from a different lifetime as well. Okay, there's definitely a spiritual sense here coming through. So um, they will forever be connected to you. Right now I don't see a reconciliation, but you have to do things differently as well, okay? Because they feel that they haven't been heard. They feel that even if they're asking for room, even if they're asking for space right now, and maybe you think that giving them that it's gonna create more distance between you. The only thing that's gonna create is them knowing that you're actually listening to them. So do as they ask, okay? Because that's gonna be very important. I wish we could dive deeper. We can always do a proper reading, but I would say for you as well, love healing would be great, okay? Just because the level of the connection is just disaligned, is we need to get rid of the old energy that we're holding on to. Thank you so much for your question. I'll leave you with that, lovely. And Christy, I'm not doing fertility readings, lovely. You can book those privately, but during the live, I don't do fertility readings. I do specialize in fertility readings and relationships, but during the live, I don't do those. Thank you for your question, though. Lucy, is Damien coming back to me? Lucy and Damien. Spirit, please. Lucy and Damien. Lucy and Damien. Lucy, they are thinking of you. And you are definitely thinking of them a lot of the time. And I do feel that that's very exhausting for the two of you, just by tapping into your energy. That's how I feel. I feel tired. I feel exhausted because if you're not pulling on his energy, he's pulling on yours. And that can be a lot. There will be Lucy and Damien, please. You're right now thinking very negatively of things. You need to change that mindset because that's not going to help you, okay? You need to be more positive, my lovely. You don't want to bring that energy into what is going on here. Spirit, please. Lucy, will there be a reconciliation? Okay. Sorry, Mo. Lucy, I feel in order for a reconciliation to happen here, okay, without any major changes, you need to focus on yourself. You need to regain your strength because they are going to want to be back into your life, okay? If they see you happy, if they see you loving yourself, they are going to be wanting to be a part of that as well. But right now I see very much the opposite. So without diving deep, that's my best advice for you right now. Okay, you do need to work on regaining your strength, my lovely. That's the message here from your guides. Thank you so much for your question. Lovelies, I do have got to go, okay? I am so sorry. Those of you who have booked a private reading, I will message you now. So do keep an eye out for your messages. Those of you that do want to dive in deeper, here is just a sample of my work. Private readings are, of course, more in depth, and they do come with timelines as well. I do telephone, email, WhatsApp, in person readings, so you can choose what you prefer, what you're most comfortable with. But thank you so much for being here and for trusting me